I've just been woken up by the Coast Guard helicopter just been hovering for some reason quite low. Um, let's hope it was just an exercise. Uh, but I have literally been asleep now for about uh, 3-4 hours straight after finishing work. I've got some kind of virus, I think. I think I'm going to go and get something that's going to at least relieve the symptoms. Well, I'm sorry I keep going on about it, but it is very cold, and being of the advanced age that I am, I really feel it, and my hands at the moment are starting to get numb, and the forecast is it's going to get worse. So we're talking about possibly -6 degrees over the next few days, certainly at night. So I'm trying to keep hold of my logs and not burn them until I really need them. I can't use the electric heater because it just costs far too much to run. I cannot afford it. So today I'm going to warm myself up, do a bit of exercise like this, jump about as best I can like an idiot, make myself feel like doing something, and I'm actually going to do, the first thing is to do some clearing up, make some space, and then see how I go. I would love to get the sink cut in to the worktop. Cross fingers that might happen today. One of my subscribers did send me a message about this, but I had heard about it before, and I was a bit dubious, but apparently to clean the inside of the firebox glass, which tends to get sootied up, you just get a piece of cloth and just rub some ashes onto your cloth, and hey presto, your glass is magically clean. And by the way, I have noticed with this oven glass that the fire rope that goes around the edge of the glass has become detached from the glass. It glues on. You glue this stuff onto the edge of the glass and then the glass just clamps on. So I will probably need to be getting in touch with Outbacker Stoves to see whether they can supply me with I think maybe a spare glass and some extra fire rope. So galley, I've moved everything down that way, all my cups and pots and pans and cooking ingredients and all the rest of it are all down that way, just past the camera, to make room for this area, or make space in this area, because if I take this off, I've had a lot of stuff resting on that like a temporary shelf, but what I'm wanting to do now is to cut a hole here to get this sink in. And I think what I'll do is I'll take, I've had this piece of material up, essentially to try and keep heat in that end of the boat and also to stop condensation.
It's been a losing battle. I've got a lot of repainting to do because of the condensation. But never mind, we will continue. So, plenty of room under there, so I don't have to worry too much. And I think the sink is going to go maybe that way around, huh? Something like that perhaps. Maybe it should be there. Okay. Right, so this is either going to be a stroke of genius or it's going to be a great disaster. I've made an estimate of where I think the centre of the circle that I need to cut for the sink is, which I think is there. I've tried to measure as best I can the size of the hole I need to cut. So a bit of cord over a screw that I've placed in the centre, and what I'm going to do is just mark the cord and then just roughly mark the shape as I go around. Just a series of dashes, and then I'll just join the dashes maybe. I suppose I could wrap the pen and then just draw a continuous circle. But oh, that works. That works quite well. Just pull the cord, mark, and hold the pen in a. Oh, no, that doesn't work so well. That seems to be alright. Just holding the pen in the same position on the cord, getting a fairly good circle there. I'm thinking, and I'm hoping, that this doesn't have to actually be that accurate. think of. So it's slightly wrong. There is a piece of wood that runs along here underneath, and I think I've not got it quite right. This circle needs to be slightly this way, but I've started, so we'll see how we go. Well, whoopie-doo, do you know what? I think that's going to fit okay. Big sink. So all I need to get a screw in here just to hold that temporarily at least, and then not just now, but another point, because I think I'm going to have some cut-offs, and one might fit this bit better. There's a gap just here, but I can get my sink sort of temporarily in, I think. Now, only if you are an expert plumber will you have noticed something that I did wrong, made a mistake. But that essentially is where the sink is going, and it's going to go in there. Strainer and stopper. And the idea is that this tank here is going to go underneath somehow, and will be I'm hoping that I can make it into a holding tank, and then have a pump attached to that so that it can be pumped overboard. There's my sink in all its glory. Bit of tidying up to do though, as always.
I haven't been very well for about a week. Nothing serious than a really bad chest infection, and I do have asthma, so it was a little bit concerning. I'm not looking for sympathy, you understand. I haven't received any. You bastards, you know who you are. Yes, but this is my excuse for being slightly delayed in getting another episode out. And because it's been a couple of weeks since I last cleaned this stove out, it's that time again, so I'm just undoing all the bolts, and I have to say they're coming out much easier than the old ones did. So I think I'm on the right track with this one. So I'm taking these out and just going to give it a really good clean out with all the brushes. Outbacker stoves, in their instructions, they do say, particularly regarding the flue, because it's only a 60 millimeter diameter flue, that it will need cleaning out regularly. This one's, oh no, it's alright, it's coming out okay. Pleased about that. So that's about it. Just a really short episode to show that I have done something at least. I will just mention I haven't been totally idle. I have spent a little bit of time setting up a merchandise store via Shopify, and you can access that by clicking on the link below. It's Linktree, which is linktr.ee/sailingoctopod, and you will find merchandise there. And the Linktree will link you to all the other sort of media sites that I contribute to as well. As a footnote, just want to thank all my subscribers for sticking in there and supporting me just by subscribing. It's just it really gives me a boost. When I see another subscriber pop up, I just think brilliant, absolutely fantastic. And I will reward you with some proper decent footage coming up very soon.